How to create colourful gradient designs very quickly using Apply Image in Affinity Photo. Basic gradient, white to black, and then straight away you can create amazing gradients which you can vary in all kinds of ways. PC or Mac. Go to the Layer menu and New Layer. Everything needs a layer in Affinity Photo. Then go to the Gradient tool, and I'm just going to use the basic gradient, so apply it from white to black. Then go to Filters and Apply Image. Click Use Current Layer as Source. So now this layer, this gradient, is the source. You can change blending mode, you can run through those, but you can also go to Equations. Click there. And then go here. And instead of SR, put dr equals SR times oscsin bracket SR times 5 bracket. And you can repeat that in the DG, the other colour channels. So just go there, and obviously instead of SR, you can put SG. Put SG there, and you can go to the DB and put exactly the same. So SB and SB. And you can see the result. You've got this lovely graduated design, but you can also create some variations with this. So instead of 5, you can put 10. So you've got 10 there. You've got now lovely red and blue gradient very quickly, just from that basic white to black. You can also modify these ones. So instead of 5, you could put 7.5 to get a lovely orange, blue, etc. You can also go here. Don't have to have it 5. You could maybe make it 4 or 4.3 or 3.5. Just make some variations. Once you're happy with that, you've got your design there, click Apply. At this point, if you go up here, you can repeat Apply Image. You can repeat it multiple times. So repeat, and you can see the effect. Create another gradient. You can undo as well. You can also go to Layer menu, and you've got the option here, Fade Apply Image. So you can fade it. Bring the fade up there, and you can run through that, and you can see you can blend between the white and the black, as well as the colour you got from that equation. You can also go through the blending modes. Go for lighter colour, exclusion, difference, and just change them. And you can see what happens there. You get even more gradient options. Click Cancel. You can also apply the gradient again. So you don't have to just keep what you've got. Just go over here, this gradient, apply it again, maybe at a different angle, maybe stretch it out beyond the document. And then go up here again, Filters, Repeat, Apply Image, and you can see the result. Apply it again, maybe very, very short, very quick gradient, and just go Filters, Repeat, and you can then see again you've got that design, that gradient, very quick gradient. Now it's not a gradient, you can see the gradient hasn't changed, it's still white to black, so you can't just save it over there. It would be nice. You can also record it. To do that, go to View, down to Studio and Macro. And the reason for recording it means you can just use it at any time in the future. You don't have to recreate the Apply Image again. So there's the macro, and you can see the panel there. Don't record your gradient if you've got a gradient applied. So I'm just going to apply a gradient now and then start recording, because we're on to macro or record. I want to record the Apply Image. So click there, that red record button. Then go to Filters and Apply Image. Now sadly, it doesn't store the information. I wish it would, but it doesn't. Click here, Use Current Layer Source. Set the blend mode as required. And make certain you've got equations set on. So set that on. I'm going with RGB space, and I've got this dr equals SR, and I'm just going to paste in that equation again. And I'm going to use times 5 for that. For SG, I'll recreate that, so put just SG there, times oscsin, and I'm going to go for a different value. And the reason I want a different value, you can get a variety of different colours in it. So say 12, and you can see the result there. SB, the blue channel, I'm going to go with, instead of there, put B, and go for SRB. And you can make some variations here as well. You can put bracket SB plus SR, so you can bring in the red channel as well. And go for, say, 6.5, 6.4. So you can see you get some lovely colourful designs. And click apply. And that's recorded over there. You can see apply image. You can go over here to the library and you can see I've got a library. I've got one already stored. And that also is in the view menu, studio and library. And I can save this macro, but I need to stop it first. So I'm just going to stop it, stop recording. So that's the second button. And now you see there's an option there. Click that, removes it. Here, add to library. So add to library, click there and give it a name. I'm going to go with gradient 1. There isn't anything there at the moment. That was a run through earlier. So click OK. And you can see now I've got that. The library is odd. I do find that sometimes, and I don't know if it's just me, but say I go over here and I select create a gradient and now apply it. If I click there and I've clicked it, you can see I've clicked it, nothing. Double click it and it will respond. Then other times you can click it and it seems to respond instantaneously. It does seem to be a double click, but then sometimes what happens, it does twice. I'm not certain why, so you may have to find your own way of using it. But for me, I always find that I have to click it, double click it, even though sometimes it seems to be quite happy. If I click there, it works first time just on one click. Maybe there are certain commands that it requires a double click for. Sometimes it seems to work with just one click. Makes no sense. But there you have that effect. And of course, you can always go back and create a variety of different adjustments. Here, apply image to this. You can modify it. Unfortunately, you click here, all you can change, and there's a little button here, little settings, all you can change is the opacity. You can't get access to the equations. That would be brilliant. Unfortunately, that's not available. The only way to modify this is to go back and create yet another filters and apply image and go through the whole set of equations again. But you've got it now stored away in your library, so you can apply this one. You could create 5 or 10 different gradient types that can be rapidly applied to your design. And again, you can go over here, create another one, double click, and even that sometimes. And you can always undo. Sometimes it seems to repeat it. So you've got that design there. And of course, once you've done that, you can go to filters, distort, deform, and maybe use and modify that to create even more weird and wonderful gradient designs very quickly. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Always great to hear from you. Thank you much.